Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. Saturday, nice summer day out there. Today I just want to talk a little bit about the updates with the pre-production of the movie A44 Kickstarter. This will be shared on Kickstarter as well. So if you were a Kickstarter supporter for the movie A44, then you should be getting a bunch of updates within the last couple months, more recently in the last few weeks. But I just want to go over some of that stuff today so everybody knows what's going on. Hey everybody, how's it going? Yeah, I missed my live stream actually on Wednesday. And I didn't put out any no live stream or anything like that, but here we are on a Saturday. Just got back from the store, filmed the video, and I just uploaded a video yesterday too. Yeah, so if you didn't see that video, go check it out. It's actually pretty interesting. I tried some different snack foods from my friend that brought me snacks from other countries. She lives in Iceland, so I had a few different snacks that I tried out. So go check. And then we do a ceremonial cacao. She's a professional yogi, and she does that. So she made some cacao. It's pretty good. So yeah, check that out. Anyway, so yeah, Kickstarter. So I've been super busy lately with the pre-production for the movie A44. If you don't know what we're talking about here, you go check out A44 movie over on Kickstarter. We had a successful Kickstarter 4 years ago. Due to things that were not in my control, we weren't able to make that movie until now. So we're doing that now. And I've been super busy with all kinds of things. Like just everything just lately has been coming at me left and right. So we also need to satisfy all of the rewards for the Kickstarter. Now I'm sure since it's been 4 years that some people aren't even looking at that Kickstarter anymore. Some people might not even have the same email or whatever. So I'm doing everything I can to give enough updates so people can see those and have enough advanced notice so we don't leave anybody out. So there are a certain amount of people from the Kickstarter that donated. You're in a tier where you're going to be on set with us. So I need everybody that is in one of those tiers. I think it's, I'd have to double check, but I think it's the 500 and up. So a certain amount of you will be featured in the movie. Small, losing connection here. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. Of course that's going to happen, right? There we go. Okay, we're back. So, as I was saying, people that paid to be featured in the movie, I want to give everybody enough notice that we will be shooting. We don't have exact date. We do have 1 day set, so I'm really, really excited about that. So we have we have a location that they said we could use. So we do have 1 day set, our first day set for filming. Now, as we progress, we'll find out if we'll have any days before that we'll start shooting. But right now we have a shoot on August 28th. So I'm just trying to get people there's not like a ton of people, but there are a good handful of people that are supposed to be featured in it. And then we have other people that are not featured in it, but are going to be there for eat and greet. So you'll be able to eat with us and get to meet us and stuff like that while we're shooting. So I want to give everybody ample time to do that, because if you miss it, then that's it. It's over with, and we shot the movie, and that's it. So I'm just giving everybody. So if you are a supporter on Kickstarter, go over there. If you lost your email or anything, I know there's a handful of people, including my mom, that lost their email and weren't able to log in for whatever reason. And all you have to do is contact Kickstarter. I actually had to contact Kickstarter myself because it's been so long. They took away my ability to see all the backer information, and that's something that I need to fulfill for the rewards. So I had to message them, and they had to give me a temporary extension, and I might have to do a couple of those. But right now I can see most of the people that did that. Now there are a certain amount of people. I think there's 159 people that ordered the $60 tier, which is for the t-shirt. And I'm giving everybody, since it's been 4 years, the chance to direct message me on the Kickstarter if anything changed, meaning your address or the size shirt that you want. If not, I will have certain shirts printed that you put originally. I'm still hesitant to send those out to people that don't RSVP to this, because in 4 years people could have totally moved, and I don't want a t-shirt to go to an address that doesn't belong to them anymore. So in order to do that, I just want like a confirmation from each person if you're in that tier. And I haven't announced this yet, so this is brand new, but what I think I want to do is, there's only one tier out of all of them, even like the ones that are higher. There's only one tier where you actually get the t-shirt, and that's the $60 tier. So if you paid more than $60, if you did like the $500 or even the $1,000 one, which is there's a handful of people there, you don't get the t-shirt. The t-shirt is only in the $60 tier. And I'm not going to make this available to the public because of we did this for the Kickstarter people only. It's an exclusive offer here, but I've been talking about it, and I think I'm going to offer everybody that donated to the Kickstarter, whether you donated just a little bit or a lot, one more chance to get one of these exclusive t-shirts. I have to set it at a higher rate, just so we can fundraise even a little bit more money for what we're doing. So we're going to set that at $60. And if you missed that and you really wanted a t-shirt, you'll have an opportunity to get that t-shirt. Again, the t-shirt is going to be this amazing painting that I have here, that I got donated here. Actually, it was a present. This is going to be, it's going to say A44, the vegan zombie, on it, but this will be the t-shirt, and it's exclusive. So after this, there will be no more. I think I'm going to make posters with this as well, but this will be the only t-shirt. I'll probably do another revision of a t-shirt later on for the public, obviously for the public, but this is Kickstarter only exclusive. So this will only be for the Kickstarter. It's only one of a kind. This was a painting done just for me. It was a birthday present. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that and you are in the Kickstarter, direct message me and we'll figure something out for t-shirts for the rest, because I'm going to be getting them printed soon. So anyway, that's what we have there. Okay, so that should be, so for the Kickstarter, yeah, go into the Kickstarter and don't reply to the update, but direct message me. You should be able to direct message me so I have everybody's thing. So don't message me anywhere else. Don't do it on email. Don't do it on Instagram, because I have so many people there that everything is going to get lost. I need to have all the information right on Kickstarter so that I can, it's going to be difficult, but it'll be the easiest for me when I actually fulfill all of these and send things out to people. So yeah, if you paid to be in it, then you need to RSVP me, and we need to figure out a scene for you to come up here and be in. Now we're filming this. I mean, the logistics of this is crazy. It's the biggest project I've ever attempted in my life, and it's crazy. But I've got a little bit of help right now from some of my producers and volunteers, and I appreciate that so much, because there's so much that I've learned and had to do because of this, and breaking everything down so we know what everything is going to be. Very meticulously planned is just, it's not an easy thing to do. So what we're trying to do right now is find. I've been doing location scouting and really picking out the places, and I'm probably 95% done with that right now. And we have some amazing places that just blew my mind. Like I just went and looked at a place a couple days ago on Thursday morning, and oh my God, I cannot wait to film there. It's going to be amazing. I mean, it's just like, I couldn't ask for anything better for a set. This is going to be amazing, better than I thought. And I'm trying to get as many places as we can within the same area. So logistically, it'll be easier and cheaper for us to shoot, rather than trying to like drive everybody out 2 hours away or something like that. So we're trying to get them all around here. I have a really, I don't want to give any surprise away, but I got like I got a well-named person that's going to meet with us at our first shoot, and it's going to be at a place that is sentimental to me, and I'm excited because I got permission to film there, and it's going to be really cool. So yeah, and then John's coming through. John is helping me out with a bunch of stuff, like for location scouting, and we'll try to do some, like, as much as we can behind the scenes footage of this, and here and there I'll like update you with like some I don't know, maybe some pictures and posts and stuff like that, just a little bit at a time. But remember, we got to shoot this first. I mean, the movie's not even going to be out until next year if everything goes right. But we're shooting this the end of August and September. John has also offered catering services, so that's going to be huge as well. And I want to reach out to a bunch of different vegan companies that I've basically helped promote over the last decade of my whole vegan zombie journey, so to make this thing come together as much as we can. The other thing is, not only, doing a ton of location scouting and putting all that together logistically, I've already started casting, and that is that's been crazy too. Have a lot of people have replied, and we have some good ideas for some of the roles, but we don't have all of them filled yet, and that's something that we have to get going soon, because I mean we're coming into like the middle. We're in the middle of July right now, and August is going to be here before we know it. We have about a month and a half to go, not even, before we start filming this. So we need, I got some in my eye, we need some more cast. So if you or anybody is in the Syracuse area or can travel and is an experienced actor, we put out some flyers. I put them on my Instagram and Facebook, and unfortunately my pages are not really doing so well as far as like the algorithm going and really getting it out there to all the people that subscribe to me. So not a lot of people are seeing it, but if you guys see it, go ahead, share it and stuff like that. It's just a basic flyer saying what we're looking for, and we need to cast everybody. We have some pretty good ideas of a lot of the characters, but again, we don't have them all, and we really need to get the lead and supporting cast fulfilled, and then, we'll be good on like all of the other extras, because not only do we have the Kickstarter people and stuff, but like local talent and stuff like that. So it's gonna be fun. It's overwhelming. There's so much. Been working on it like crazy every day. But been on the phone a lot, making phone calls, trying to get some different places, trying to find different locations in the area. Hasn't been completely. Some of the places have been pretty easy, but other places have been pretty difficult. So we're still trying our hardest to do that. I'm thinking of asking Craig, if Craig's in town that day, if he wants to stop in and do a little bit of behind the scenes footage for us while we film that. What is going on? Hey, how's it going? We are talking about the pre-production of my movie A44 in this stream. So it's coming up in about a month from now, about a little bit over a month from now. We should be starting to film. What else did I want to talk about here? Yeah, there's a lot going on. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and keep up to date, because it's gonna start getting pretty crazy, and it's gonna be fun. And we're making a movie. We're making a real movie here, and it's a big, like I said, it's the biggest project I've ever attempted, and I think it's gonna be amazing when we can actually all sit down and watch it. Got a lot of ideas and stuff for it. Well, A44 is my movie. It's the vegan zombie, and it's what I wrote the script 13 years ago, and that's how I created this YouTube channel. I wrote a script first, and then I made the YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel is basically a way of kind of just getting better at making film and editing different things. And so I decided to make a vegan cooking show that was set in a zombie apocalypse. And although a lot of my videos aren't like that nowadays, 13 years later, if you watch from the beginning videos, they were all set in the zombie apocalypse, and we had zombies and all that good stuff. And I was learning visual effects and different ways to shoot the videos, and adding lighting and sound, and just basically getting to, film and video production before I would make the movie. But 4 years ago, we did a Kickstarter for A44, and it was successful. And just because of things that were out of my control, like, current events and all that stuff, we weren't able to film it until now. And now we're finally picking up where we left off, and we're going to be making a movie. Yes. So it's exciting. It's exciting to see how this goes, and like just the process of it, and being there for the entirety of it. So, but yeah, I'm still looking for a few different locations here in the Syracuse area, and I'm also still looking for our cast. I put out an ad on Backstage. I had a it's a pay site, but I had you get a free ad when you first join up, and I use my free ad to try to get some potential actors around here, and we had about, I don't know, so far we've had about 50 people audition. So we did find a few actors, but you got to remember, 50 people auditions, that sounds like a lot, but we need certain characters for certain roles, so they might not all be good for a certain role. There's a couple roles there that we have like a lot of people could potentially play, but then we have other roles that very few people. We're looking for slim pickings. We're looking for certain criteria for those roles, for people and stuff like that. And hey, I just want to say this out there as well. I posted on Facebook, and I like to be. I'm always upfront with everything, and I'm also very I don't know. I'm very adamant and strong-willed and in my convictions and morals and integrity, and I've always been that way. So I'm the kind of person that I will confront people. I'll confront people. I won't just let it go, which is probably sometimes the best thing to do. And but anyway, I'm looking for certain criteria, and I posted that on my Facebook page. And one of the things that we need, and I'll tell you why in a second, is we need a well-trained German Shepherd. And when I put that out there, there was a couple of people that blasted me for that, saying that's exploitation of animals. And when you ask for an animal like that, and then the places that rent those animals out causes for a more of a demand. Okay, first of all, not many things really get me going more than somebody questioning me being vegan, because I've been vegan pretty much most of my life. And I just want to say this out there, and there's probably none of you guys that did this, but just in case you're wondering here, I would never put something out there that would exploit an animal like that, or a dog in that sense. And if we want to get so pedantic about that, then it's just hypocritical. You can't even take a picture of your pet, your animal, your companion, and post it on Instagram like a loving pic, because that's technically exploiting. Okay, so when I'm asking for this, I'm not looking to rent a dog from a breeder or anything like that. I'm basically looking for somebody much like myself who happens to have a German Shepherd that they love, that is well trained. Now, I wanted to do a full video on this, but I probably will. But let's just say I won't say the full. I want to save it for a video, but let's just say, Indy is a very well-trained German Shepherd, and he was always the one in mind when I was going to film this. And I already know the scenes that we have. He's basically going to be chilling with us on set, eating snacks and laying on his doggy bed, and maybe going for a walk with us. That's like the basic extent of it. So no, we're not like turning the dog into a zombie or, doing anything bad like that. We're just basically hanging out with the dog. But I'm looking for somebody else like that, because Indy's almost 12 years old and he's getting old, and I just don't know if, he's got the perfect look. He's a beautiful German Shepherd, and he's just getting really old, and I don't know if it breaks my heart, but like, it probably would be better to use another German Shepherd. And I'm looking for somebody else. And, and I did find somebody else. I'm supposed to meet with them tomorrow and check it out. So that was one thing that I was really worried about, was being able to get a German Shepherd for something like that. But I would never exploit like that. Come on, I'm a vegan page. You're preaching to the choir coming to my page and saying something like that. That's just not okay. Come on. I would not put this, they're like, use CGI. Yeah, do you think we have $1 million to use CGI for a dog? We don't. But nothing will happen to the dog. The dog will be, more than well treated, especially on my set. And the places we need them are basically like places that are like my friend's property and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not gonna be exploiting my dog or anything like that. But there is no movie without the dog, and then there's no vegan message without the dog. And I'm not gonna give anything away, but I'm just saying what I already know to be 100% true and factual. Without that, there's gonna be nothing else there. We don't have a movie, so we need that. We need that to spread the vegan message. And again, we're not renting a dog from a movie location or an animal thing. It's not like we have like horses and carriage or like an elephant that was abused. We don't have any of that. We have my companion dog, and let's just I don't know what else to say about this for some people that still aren't getting it. But dogs are not wild. They have been domesticated for over 11,000 years. Our ancestors did this to dogs, and dogs now, they thrive with humans. They seek our love and our approval, and we benefit by their love and compassion and affection. So that is, if you don't understand dogs, I feel like a lot of people don't. I mean, I did so much research when I adopted Indy, and I did so much research on dogs that, the average person probably doesn't know. And, dogs I mean, they have all the same feelings we have, but they're not humans. They're not exactly like we are. So, they thrive and they love, being with us and doing things with us and seeing that positive reinforcement. And yes, and I trained Indy from the day I first met him, and he was very, very smart from like the first hour that I had him. Like I taught him how to sit and to plots, to lay down. Actually, within like 10 minutes, I trained him that. And so I've trained him, and he's been, good at that for, ever since I first met him. And it was always positive reinforcement, never negative. It was always positive. Like, you wait for them to do the right thing, and then you give them positive reinforcement, whether that's giving them a treat or, saying good boy and giving them like scratches and hugs and stuff like that. But it's always positive. There's nothing bad or exploitative in this movie whatsoever. So that was super offensive, and so I guess when I say that I'm always like confrontational, and I'll, like in this situation, I'm like, oh man, like I just deleted the comment, and I normally don't do that. I want everybody to see that, like, because some people might think like, why did he delete it? Was he in the wrong? No, I'm not. But I deleted it because I just thought like we're not getting into this here. We're trying to get a cast together. This is about the movie. I don't have time to go back and forth and argue with people. I just need the cast. I know that I'm not what they're claiming I am, so whatever. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, so we have a lot going on, and my friend Jeremy is redoing the room right next to me right now. So this wall right here is now a lot more soundproof, and in the other room it didn't look. I mean, it was like probably the worst room in the house when we moved in here, but he's basically ripped all the walls off and redone them. And once the floor is in and stuff, like I would totally love to potentially decorate that room for the movie and use it for a scene, because I think it would be great for one of the scenes. Already as it is, I found at least two, maybe three scenes that I could film here in this house, which is completely free. Actually, almost every place we have right now, well, actually every place we do have right now for a location is free, but there is one location that we're trying to get that we've been trying for about 3 or 4 weeks now to get this, and we just can't get through to anybody. And if we do, I would assume that we might have to pay a little bit for this. So we're trying to do as much as we can for as cheap as we can, because we know that we have a finite budget, and we can't go over that. If we go over that, we're in big trouble, and we need to make this movie happen. And on top of that, we have to worry about post-production, and then getting that movie out there for everybody to see. It's going to be so fun. But we've been coming up with all kinds of different things we can. Not only will we have probably a premiere, well, we'll try to have, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but like let's not talk about that, because we haven't even shot it yet. So let's just shoot it first. It's fun to talk about, but what's up, Chazaboy? Chazaboy. Did I say that right? Chazaboy. What's up? Hello from the UK. Vegan runner. What is up in the UK? I hear it's hot over there. Oh, you like the video that I did about ET? Thank you. I've got a few videos on ET, actually. Awesome. Yeah, go plant-based, go vegan. You'll you won't regret it. I mean, I could go on and on about the movie related news. I'm just trying to do it in a way where I don't really give any spoilers away. If only you guys knew the crazy roller coaster I've gone through with this movie. It's nuts. There's just so much happening, so much going on, and I'm either working the script. Like every time I look at my script, I'm changing something. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound right. And it's like, what is it, 110 pages long? And every time I go over it, I make it better and better. And I've been doing that since I wrote it, really. Well, I wrote it originally in 2009, early spring, and then all those years, and then I never looked at it again. I just wrote it with a pencil and legal paper and a notebook, and then I was contacted by someone to do a Kickstarter, and in order to do the Kickstarter for the movie, we needed a full feature, and I only had basically like a long short, so I had to make my movie more than twice, almost three times as long as it was, and I feel like I wrote a really, really good story. But does anybody else have this problem? Like I think I can write really well, but I hate writing. I hate it. I hate writing. I would rather just make a video or a movie, but I have to write. So, and if I never wrote in the first place, I never would have had this channel. So I went back to the drawing board and I'm like, oh, I hate writing. I don't want to do it. But as soon as I started doing it, I did not. And this time I actually plugged it in the computer. I didn't do it with a pencil the second time when I made it three times as long. I just started plugging it into the computer and I made it three times as long around. It was like 110 pages. And then since then, I've revised certain things. I've changed a few things around. I changed some of the dialogue. I'm like, you know what? Because when you go back and look at it, like I might write the whole thing out and focus on certain main things and not put so much emphasis on some of the other minor things. But then when I go back through it over and over and over, and I literally not even exaggerating, probably 40 or 50 times now. And when I've gone through it every single time, I'm starting to see some of the littler minor things that could be better. So I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Like, how would we really talk? And then I try to change it to make it sound more realistic. And I'm like, wow, that sounds really good. So every time I do this, the script it just becomes better and better and better. And the few people that have read the script, they've all told me that they really liked it. It was amazing. Even people that were reluctant to read it, they read it and they're like, "Oh my God, you got to make this movie." So I'm happy with the script. It's a good script out there, and I just need to make the script go from it already went from my head to the paper. Now it's got to go from the paper to the movie so that you guys can see it. And I don't know, like, I mean, then we can talk. Like, right now I can't give away spoilers, but imagine if the movie was already out and I'm like, okay, so everybody's seen the movie here, and if you didn't, then I'm just warning you, spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it, go to this link and watch it. But now we can do a Q&A on the movie, and we'll be, okay, this scene right here, like, we filmed this over at this place and blah, 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 and then this went wrong, and then we had to do this, like, there's so much. Oh my, it's just going to be, it's going to be fun. It's going to be so fun. That's a great one. That's what I have a video on that, and that's one of the main things that I tell people to do when they go vegan is make out a list. And I got a top 5 tips on going vegan video out there if you want to check it out. But that's one of them. That's a really good one. Make out a list of all the things you normally eat and then go veganize them. Just go to Google and then put in like whatever recipe, like lasagna, vegan lasagna, and you'll come up with like thousands of recipes. Literally, you'll find everything from like really healthy recipes for lasagna all the way to like comfort food versions of vegan lasagna, and just pick one. If you don't like it, find another recipe. That's the good thing about being vegan. If you don't like something, try it. There's so many things out there. It's not limited anymore. There's so many things. So definitely do that. Join different vegan, I'm in a few different vegan Facebook groups that can be really annoying, but it could be helpful. It could be helpful. People could be like, hey, like I just went to my local grocery store and look what I found. And you're like, oh, next time I go grocery store, I'm going to go look for this item because I really want to try that. And then you go there and you find it, boom, now you know. So you're basically sharing ideas in a community. That's right. Also, I have a cookbook and I've got literally hundreds of recipes. This, if you know, this channel has been around. So this was one of the first vegan channels on YouTube. Literally, and I've got literally hundreds of recipes out there that you guys can try, and they're all really, really good. If you like pot pie, I would say try that pot pie, or even the shepherd's pie. But our pot pie recipe is like, make that for, I usually make that for like, people that are new to going vegan and they want to try something, and it like literally blows them away. Or you want to surprise. I surprised my parents once. I made Craig did that. Craig made my pot pie recipe. My friend Noah Craig, and he made my pot pie recipe for his parents. Right. You could buy my book. You could buy my cookbook. I've got a vegan cookbook. Sorry, it's out of print, but you can buy the ebook version of it. And right at the beginning, it's got the comic story of the vegan zombie. And then it's got all the recipes. Oh, there was a lasagna roll and shepherd's pie, pumpkin rolls. And at the back of the book, we even have, at the very end, we even have like dog biscuit recipe. And there's Indy the pup. Now he was always supposed to be the one in the movie. And I'm still contemplating if I could just, use easy shots of him, like cute puppy face, boom, here's a carrot, But then like more of like, oh, we got to run down the road together. You can't really do that anymore. Let's change this from top chat to live chat. I'm not going to be on too much longer, guys. I got some more stuff to do. I just wanted to come on and talk about the movie update here. So if you just joined us and you're part of the Kickstarter, then go back to the beginning of the video when it's over and watch that. And I'm also going to be posting this on Kickstarter. So you might be watching this in the future on Kickstarter. So, and Deviant has arrived. Okay. Just in case we didn't know. Yeah. So, I just did a Trader Joe's video. They got a lot of new stuff, by the way. And you just got here, and I'm about to wrap this up. We're almost done. So does anybody have any other questions they want to ask me, particularly about the movie or anything? Any other movie related questions? To recap, if you are part of the Kickstarter and you paid enough for a tier to be in the movie or to be on set of the movie for the eat and greet, you need to RSVP or you're going to miss that opportunity. We're going to be shooting next month at the end of August and September. If you are part of the Kickstarter and you want to take advantage of getting an exclusive t-shirt, who knows? I mean, what if this movie becomes a cult classic and those are the only t-shirts and they're like really, 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 really rare, So if you're part of the Kickstarter, you have the option to get another one. Just message me. We'll probably just do it through PayPal. You'll send me a PayPal payment, and I'll add you to the list of getting a t-shirt. I'll probably have to make a separate list for that, but we're only going to have a little bit of time to do that because I'm about to get those shirts printed pretty soon. What else? I think that's about it. So yeah, I just need, and you got to direct message me on Kickstarter. Don't do it on like another social media app or anything like that. Make sure you do it on Kickstarter. And even if I don't get back to you right away, I do see the ones that are new. So I will be able to go through and see those. Filming does start next. We've already got some well-known vegan that's going to be here to film next month, and I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited about that. Did I tell you how excited I am about that? And we're going to be filming in a place that is sentimental to me, and I'm super glad. Here, I won't tell you where it is, but I'll tell you the story. I contacted these people, and I can't give it away, but I contacted them and say, hey, I have a past with your establishment. So I would love to film my movie here, if possible. Could I please get permission to do so? And then they forwarded it on to the people in charge. The people in charge then. And then I didn't hear back from them for a little bit. They wanted to know, let me know show me, send me over what the movie is about, the synopsis, and what you need our place for. So I was like, okay. Zombies. So I sent them over the synopsis and I said, hey, I need to come look at the place so I can find out exactly where I want to film. And then I didn't hear back from them. So then I was like, a couple weeks later, I'm like, I'm not hearing back from them. This isn't a good sign. So here's what I did. I didn't message them and say, oh, Linda, this might be that thing that you told me. I forgot what it was where you like, and anyway, here's what I said to him. I wasn't like, hey, can I, just getting back to you. Is there, did you come to a decision yet? That's not what I did. I was like, hey, I'm in the area today. Can I come check the place out? And they're like, sure. Can you be here at 1:30? And I'm like, sure can. And I met them at 1:30 and we checked the place out. And that confirmed it. They said I could use it. So I was like, yes, but I only have 1 day to use it. And I was like, we need to get everything filmed on that 1 day or else we're in trouble. So that right there is because I didn't have a day in my mind that we definitely could shoot yet. And they're like, can't do it in September. And I'm like, so this forced me to pick a day to start my movie, even though I don't really know. I wasn't like ready at that point to make a day for the movie yet. So I was like, I can't miss this opportunity. So I'm like, what about August, blah, 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 and they're like, that works. And I'm like, all right, we're filming that day. And then I got the other guy and that we confirmed with them and we're set to film on that day. So luckily, we have him. We only need one other actor. So here's the thing. I don't even know if I should tell you this or not. Maybe I should. If we don't get, I'm still casting. If we don't get, and I'm just saying, we're looking for certain people. So everybody can audition as long as you have some experience with acting. And we're looking at pretty much everybody. And if we can't use you, we can't use you. Like, that's fine. But we're trying to figure out if we can't find that character to be filled, I might take over and play that character. So this is the other thing that I'm doing. I am practicing lines and even going to be meeting up with a friend of mine who's an acting coach next week, just in case I have to take over that. So I'm literally, producing, directing, doing everything I need to do, location scouting, auditioning, everything. On top of that, I'm trying to be ready. I know the movie better than anybody does. I wrote the lines. I know it better than anyone. So, if need be, I will stand in for that. So, besides, that would save us a ton of money if I stood in as an actor, if I could. I got to see first. So if it's not best for the movie, I won't do it. But at this point, I think I can, and practicing every day, and probably get a little screen test with my camera right here just to see how it looked and how it came across. And if it's doable, then I might have to do that. The Lost Horizon. I drove by that today. I drove by there today, and I was like, Lost Horizon right there. Lost Rising, Lost Horizon, and then Trader Joe's. 34 years vegan experience and only half a day acting experience. Nice. The high schools, they might have the talent we are looking for. We're trying to get as many people, well, almost everyone we need for, obvious reasons, and because it's such a low budget and legality and everything, we need everybody to be at least 18 years old. Although we do have two parts for a younger version, which, that will be probably half a day a shoot, and they need to be between, I would say, 10 and 12, maybe 13 if they look a little bit younger, but yeah, somewhere around there. So that is what we're looking for at this point. And I'm hoping that we have our star doggy tomorrow, which I'm meeting tomorrow for that. But yeah, it's looking promising so far, but we still need more people to audition. Get parents to sing permit. Yeah, they would have to do that anyway. To do that, I have some friends that have some kids that I would feel more comfortable having a friend do it like that. That have kids that could do it, and also the majority of the people that have auditioned they're not local, but almost everyone is more than, it's almost like they just want a part in a movie. It's not about the money, which, by the way, we barely have anything to pay as it is, just because we're such a micro budget. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for people that want it, that have the passion, that want to be in something special. And this movie's more than just, like this movie, like we said before, if you guys remember back from the Kickstarter, this movie has the potential to not only promote a compassionate vegan message as well as entertain the masses, but also generate income that a certain percentage of it would always go towards different charities, specifically animal sanctuaries. So that's why we need this to do well and not just be like a festival film. We need this to get out there, and I think it's entertaining enough. It's just that can we do it? Can we get the right people in the parts to act the parts to do this? I've reached out to some pretty famous vegan actors, hoping that they would be like, okay, I understand I'm not going to make $1 million, being in this movie, but this is a movie. This is like a passion project. It's something that I can feel good about and is doing a good thing. And I would rather have, but like, hey, we got to do with what we have. And if we're, like, hey, we tried so many things that failed, over the last 4 years. And all I can say is we did our best and we tried. So we're making this movie, and, if it doesn't have, any solid professional actors out there that you would expect to see. We're doing the best we can with what we have, and you can't criticize it with a budget that small, but we are doing our best to get the best actors we can for the parts, but that is a thing that is of concern, because bad acting can ruin a movie. And if I personally, if I can't do it, then I'm not gonna step in and try. But that's why I'm practicing right now in case I do, and because originally I was gonna play that, so I kind of wrote the character around myself too. So basically, I just got to play myself. So John Ted, where's John Ted? John Ted, right there, John Ted. Yeah, John Ted is in here. John Ted, I'm actually meeting with John in a couple days, and we are going to go check out some more logistics of the movie, of what we're doing. So thanks, John. Thanks a lot. John's going to be our number one caterer. He's going to be our only caterer. And that's awesome, because, we got an awesome vegan chef that's going to be making some awesome vegan food. That's the other criteria that people need to know. Like, on our set, like, this is a vegan project. You gotta eat vegan while you're here. If you don't, we're not allowing you to bring like KFC or Wendy's or McDonald's or Burger King on set. We're gonna have all the vegan food for you. It's gonna be made by vegan chef John, and it's gonna be good quality food. We're gonna try to get different sponsors of vegan companies that we've helped out along the way for the better half of a decade, and see if we have just everything to satisfy the people of with good food. So there's no need for that, but they need to know that this is a vegan project. And unfortunately, like, when I first started this, I was hoping this could be like a movie by vegans for vegan, well, for everybody really, but like by vegans, and see what the vegan community can do when they came together and did this. But right now, I would say 99% of it is not vegan. In fact, me and a couple of the producers are the only vegans right now on here, with the exception of, John and some of the Kickstarter people that would be involved in it. But other than that, there's, we couldn't find it. And then I had to, I went through different stages where, like, I was so adamant about being a certain way, and then I was like, as time went on, I was a little bit more, less like that, where I could just, okay, we'll compromise, we'll do some more things that I didn't really want to do. And now I'm at the point where, like, I need this to happen, and most of the people involved in this are probably not going to be vegan. But hey, we need actors, and we need people to do this. Maybe when they see it, maybe it'll inspire them to go vegan. But all the catering, all the food is going to be vegan. This movie is going to be 100% vegan, and but the actors themselves and probably most of the crew are not going to be vegan. So unfortunately, that's out of my control. I wasn't able to. With the vegan community hasn't really, responded the way I hope they would. So I don't know. Hopefully they respond a little better when the movie's done, as far as that goes. But like I said, I've reached out to several well-known vegan actors and stuff like that, and it's too bad that we couldn't get something going there. But we got to make do with what we have, and make this an amazing movie regardless. And that's another reason why I do want to play the part, because I want to represent like a long-time vegan, doing something like this. A lot of difficulties. We were joking that we could literally make an entire documentary about all the troubles we've gone through. Like, literally, when I hear movies that it almost didn't get made because we like. It's for this movie. It's literally been like times 10. It's been like times 10 that we have had so many roadblocks and so many things go wrong, and just it's crazy. We are using a red. I don't know if it's a red dragon or red scar. I don't know. but yeah, I've got a local production company, and he has a red, and I'm not sure if it's a dragon or not. But everything from the original Kickstarter that we were doing, we don't have any of that team anymore. We don't have any of what we had back then or thought we had back then. What is the deadline for what? Well, we have a date already set for the end of August. So what we need is we need actors to come together like now, because not only do we got to get them on board and stuff like that, but then they have to start rehearsing their lines and memorizing their lines and stuff like that. And I've did I just say stuff like that? Okay, stop saying stuff like that. Stuff like that. I've been going through the lines, and I wrote the lines, and I've been trying to memorize them and everything like that. Everything like that, stuff like that. Come on, Chris, you're better than this. No Joaquin Phoenix. I reached out to him twice, and the first time I'm actually friends with his. Okay, so I know his late brother's godmother. So River Phoenix's godmother, I know her. I'm friends with her, and we met on the vegan cruise, and we've basically kept in touch, like happy birthday here and there and stuff like that again. And I reached out to her and asked her if she would ask Joaquin. And she said, oh, yeah. And she asked him. And then she got back to me and said, no, he was too busy. But that's back when he was doing Joker. And then recently, well, last year we reached out to him again. We tried through a good friend of mine who knew the the people that did Earthlings. Wait, was it Earthlings or Dominion? One of the two. Now I'm forgetting which one it was. And they reached out to him, or at least said they were going to, but no. No, we don't have him. I know Bobcat Goldthwait, and he's from here, Syracuse, and he is vegan, and I grew up watching his, Police Academy and stuff like that. And he's actually in one of my videos. If you guys didn't know, you go watch my salt potato video with John, and Bobcat's in the end of that. So go watch that if you haven't seen it. But anyway, his nephew did the art for my cookbook. And so I know him, and I reached out to him and asked if he would play a small cameo. And he said, thank you for thinking of me and everything, but I don't act anymore. And if it makes you feel any better, I turned down Breaking Bad too. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's legit. So, it's too bad because we had like a really small scene, but an important scene. It was like a little cameo that we really could have used him for. And if anybody knows anybody like that's famous that would do something for like literally a day shot, half a day shot, we have a cameo for somebody that's older, probably in their 60s, that could play this. It would be a male in their 60s. Because of the way the story is, they'd have to pretty much be in their, early to mid 60s to do it, or if they looked in their 60s. That would be amazing. That would bring so much more to the movie, just by having like, a name in there. And I figure like if we're going to do it and we don't have really the money to pay for so much of that, let's just do it for a really small cameo. It's an important part, but it's very small. It's just like literally 30-40 seconds of dialogue. It's super small. But still, 30 seconds of dialogue would still probably take us half a day to shoot and get everything all set up right and stuff. So what else we have here? I think I've answered a lot of the questions, and trying to, like, I'm just reaching out like right now as a last ditch effort. If anybody knows, go check out did I post it? I want to see if I posted it actually. Maybe I didn't post it. I posted it on my Facebook. So if you guys go over to my Facebook page, The Vegan Zombie on Facebook, I posted the flyer of where you send. So basically what I'm looking for, if you or you know somebody else that is, see, again, we're super low budget, so we can't really pay for people to travel and then get hotel. So you kind of got to be in the area or be willing to travel. If you're an actor, or if you know an actor or somebody that could bring value to this at this point, go ahead and audition. The flyer tells you what to do. We're just basically right now either looking for your show reel or just a brief video telling who you are and why you want to be part of the movie. And that's all we're really doing is right at this point. And if we find people that we like, that we think that could play the part, we're replying to them, and then we'll have them read like a couple lines from the script. And if we like them even more, then we'll probably do another one where we do like maybe a Skype or a Zoom call where we can read some lines together. And then we'll probably do an in-person audition, and then we'll hire them to play the part. And that's what we got to do, and we have to wrap this up within a month. So it's coming down to the nitty-gritty here. I sound like that's like something my mom would say. Yeah, we reached out to Kevin Smith too. In fact, my friend Christelle out in California went and saw him, and she asked Harley Quinn, his daughter, and it wasn't. She didn't have very good. She didn't respond. She didn't say anything. So she tried. She tried for me. James Cromwell was another one we were trying to get. There's a lot of people. Like, I mean, we reached out to literally so many people here. We still got a couple in the back of our mind that we're gonna send something to, but it's just been so disappointing that we didn't really get the response we hoped that we would get. And I don't know why, because like I feel if somebody, it's weird because when you hear A44, it doesn't really tell you anything. It doesn't tell you what the movie is. So it probably would either intrigue you or just be like, okay, whatever. I don't care because I don't know what that means. But the subtitle would be The Vegan Zombie. And that may or may not turn people off. But I feel like some people are judging it based on what they think it might be. And I guarantee you it's not what you think it is. This is like a full-on feature horror movie. I wouldn't say that it's scary, but it's suspenseful. And there's more to it than horror, because let's just put it out there. My favorite movies that inspired me are, of course, E.T., The Goonies, Stand By Me, Monster Squad, and then something maybe like Shaun of the Dead, 28 Days Later, Dawn of the Dead. I mean, these are movies that inspired me. So, of course, I need for a movie something that, I mean, people that know me know this is how I am, but I need a movie that evokes as much emotion as I can get out of someone, because for me, those are my favorite movies. I don't know, I can only say this from my own personal experience, because I'm me and you're you. But for me, the movies that get me are the ones with the most emotional intake from the movie. And of course, E.T. did that to me from an early age, and that just became my favorite movie. But there's a lot of other movies that have done that to me too. And those are the movies that I remember, that I want to see, that when I see it, like, I connect with a feeling. And of course, I did that in this movie. So this movie isn't just like some dumb zombie movie. Even if you don't like horror, I still would hope you would watch this, you know? So there is a very emotional scene in this that I think would get people to remember the movie and have a feeling for the movie. And if this does this, then I would hope that it would be successful. So like the people that are just like brushing this off, like I just really wish that they would, give it a shot and like look at it, read it, and see like, oh, this could be something. We do have like a big vegan community that could potentially help get this out there to more than just, like 100 people or just the Kickstarter people. So we already have like a fan base of people that want to see this movie happen. So that's one thing that we have in our favor. And then, and I've met some pretty influential people that want this movie to do well as well. So, there's that too. So we have the potential of, do I think it's going to be like as big as E.T. was? No. But then again, we don't have that, we don't have that Hollywood pull or the budget. We don't have any of that stuff. We're doing this, this is crowdfunded. This is funded by you guys. So yeah, we're doing this as cheap as we possibly can. And it can be done. It's going to be done. So, yeah, I think if done right, that this could be, an amazing thing. And I would hope that people would give it a shot. I know A44 is a very ambiguous thing and most people don't know what that means, and you won't know what it means until you watch the movie. So right now I'm the only one, me and the producers are the only people that know what it means. The original Dawn of the Dead, of course, George Romero. And by the way, I'm wearing Dawn of the Dead today. Well, so George Romero is my all-time favorite director, and I always wanted to meet him. And I think it was 5 years ago today that he died. And I was like, no, I wanted that was on my bucket list to meet George Romero. Yeah, so George Romero, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. He has got all the classic. He's the godfather of the zombie. And without him, I probably wouldn't have made the vegan zombie, because somewhere he came into play for that. So George Romero. There is a remake of Dawn of the Dead, which I don't normally like remakes, but I thought it was really good. I really liked it. But then they did another one that wasn't that good. Don't remember. But the first remake that they did it was good. I think that one it's been a while, but I think it had Ving Rhames in it. So Rob Zombie he's got his own horror stuff to do. So I probably wouldn't go with Rob Zombie to make the movie, because that would be like, he's Rob Zombie, Like, that would be cool, but I would feel like it would take, he would lay claim to the vegan zombie at that point, I think. I think it would just go to become his thing if he did that. So, plus he's already got he's got a lot of successful horror movies that he's doing. And so I don't think I would go, for to help promote it, that'd be awesome. But I don't think that would be the best thing to have him like direct it or anything. Maybe he would be in it. I wonder if he would do a cameo. I know he's a lot older than me, but I don't know how old he is. I wonder if he could be the cameo, if we could get a hold of him. I wonder if he would do that. Can you guys make that happen for me? Lazy Lab Rat needs to get here from Syracuse. You're a Kickstarter. Okay, so you need to send me a direct message. Send me a direct message on Kickstarter. So you're going to have to send me okay, so I don't know what you look like. So you're going to have to send me a headshot and go ahead and just do a quick video. Just get in front of the camera or your phone. Doesn't have to be anything great, and just give me a quick, introduction. Say who you are. You're with the Kickstarter, and you're coming over here. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I have certain scenes that I don't want to give anything away, but certain scenes for, let's just say, certain, without giving away, certain age groups, okay? So that's why I would want to know that, because I do have a shot scheduled for the end of August, and I would have to know if I could use you in that scene, or if you would have to, because then I could tell you an exact date. Otherwise, I would, we don't know the exact dates of the rest of the stuff, so we would have to work around that. So we're thinking right now late August, September, but we do have one date set aside right now, and that's the end of August. So go ahead and email me that. You can email me right on the flyer, which the email is the flyer is on my Facebook page right now, and it has the email at the bottom there. It's zombiegate23@gmail. So you can send it in there and just put in the subject, say Kickstarter participant, and then just say I talked to you on here, say who you are, Lazy Lab Rat, and so I know all that stuff and stuff like that. Ralph, thanks again for that shiningly amazing $2.37. You always make me think of Jack Nicholson and how no work and all play makes Jack a dull boy. You want me to go camping, and you're going to take the pups. You know what I was thinking of? Well, actually, I've got a video that I got to make. I already bought a prop that I need, and it involves a campfire. So I don't know when I'm going to get time doing all this stuff, but I'm going to find time and I'll do that video. I still got to edit the video that I just filmed before I went live right here. So we got some more stuff going. If you guys have any ideas, thank you, Rosa, for all these ideas. If you guys could, also what we're doing, and you guys might want to be involved in this, is I have, a lot of you guys know I have a Discord channel for, when I Twitch. Sorry, I haven't Twitched in a while just because I've been super busy with all this. But when things die down again, like after all this, then I'll probably go back to doing that. But I haven't been able to right now. But we have a new Discord channel where we are getting everybody involved in the making of this movie kind of thing. And we'll have like a chat room and stuff. So we'll have like constant updates and stuff. And if anybody has advice or like anything that we could use for the movie, whether it be like, like information on where, like Rosa's saying right here, we can put all that in and we can note it. And my volunteers will note that down for us. So we'll have spreadsheets of anything we can use for anything and stuff like that. I don't know the best way to do. I don't know if hashtag. Do you guys think hashtag bombing them like that would be a wise thing to do? I mean, maybe I should try to reach out to him first and ask if he would be interested in a cameo. Can anybody like real quick tell me how old he is? Just do a quick Google search for me. I'm guessing he's probably in his mid-50s, right? He probably could do it, right? Rosa, that'll help. Thanks you two for your super chats, Ralph and Rosa. I appreciate that more than you know. $49.99. Thank you. And there's a little fox. Good night, Vegan Runner. Thanks for joining us. A spooky doll. Do I need a spooky doll? I don't, but I mean, I could throw like little like Easter eggs in there in the movie in different scenes. I mean, there's a place in the movie where I could put a spooky doll, but there's no one spooky doll written into the scene. So he's 57. So I would say he could probably do it. I mean, we could probably make him look a little bit older if he would do it. I don't know. You know, Rob Zombie, I think, is more of a director, musician than an actor. But then I guess he's acting up there on stage when he's a musician. I just don't know if he would actually feel comfortable acting, because I've never seen him in anything. He's usually behind the camera. But that might work. I wonder if we could reach out to him for that. Oh my God! Wow. There'd be a role for Sherry too if she would want to do it. The only thing is like I'm like I can't afford you. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna go call them right now, guys. Anybody have their number? I don't have their number. Didn't somebody say? My mom said that to me. Chris, you should get Amber Heard. She's probably looking for. My mom doesn't. My mom just. I don't know. Mom. The Living Dead Girl music video. Rich Roll is in his 50s. Yeah, I don't. And Rich Roll, you know, I mean, I don't think he looks too healthy to play this part too. Although, I mean, possibly. You know, we'll get these. I don't know. I didn't think of him, so you know, thank you. So we got Rob Zombie, Sherry Moon, and there's a perfect part for Sherry Moon, but we were thinking of someone else that is also very famous, which I can't say right now because we don't know. If we get her, I'll let you guys know. You know what, Parth? I don't know if she really expected it or not. I mean, she's got high hopes, and you know, maybe she did, but maybe not. I don't know. I didn't entertain that idea though, because in reality, even if I tried, I don't think we could get her. You guys, go ahead if you have any ideas or something and stuff like that. You can email me. You can find my contact form on the veganzombie.com contact form. And I'm gonna have to get going now, but I will, when this is done processing, I will re-upload this to Kickstarter. You guys saw it live, and I will see you guys next time. I'll probably be doing, unless something comes up for the movie that I have to do, I'll probably be doing a live stream on Wednesday. I just got my Vegan Cuts box, so we're going to open up Vegan Cuts box. And let's keep this going. I would share the link for the Discord, but let me see. Right now it's chat only. We'll have to make another chat room here and then figure it all out, all the logistics, and then I'll share the chat room for the Discord, and we'll all kind of get together in there, and we'll, you know, maybe I can go live like I used to stream movies and stuff, and we can talk about updates with the movie and stuff like that. So everybody have a great night. Watch out for them zombies. Unless they're the right zombies. Maybe it's Rob Zombie and his wife. So maybe those two, Sherry and Rob, could, who knows? Maybe they'll want a small little cameo. Although hers isn't a cameo. Those are some legit lines she's got to remember. But I think, you know, she would definitely be able to nail that. So anyway, have a great night. Stay safe.